try it. We got, oh, Jesus. Hey guys, thank you for joining me so late. I know it's really late for a lot of you. So thank you for being here. I don't know, what am I gonna do about this glare? I don't have anything. Hold on. How ghetto. Yeah, this is what we're gonna have to deal with. Let me try to find something else to clean this off. Hold on. Hallelujah. I'm gonna have to get more of my little makeup cleaners. Oh yeah, there it is. Hey guys. Oh, thank you, Alicia. I know it's late. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to try it. I just wanted to try and see if this would be easier. Because I can't get this show earlier over here, like I can't get Love After Lockup, which is why I can come on at a time where everybody can join me. So we're going to try it tonight and see if it works. If it does, we'll keep this time. If not, we're going to try something else next week. But how are y'all doing? Oh, thank you. Love by you. I think, yeah, there hasn't been any more Bachelor tea or anything really coming out about Bachelor Nation, so I don't see myself in another batch chat. I was going to do a batch chat about Katie's men, but I think the season is too far out for us to talk about the guys. I would much rather talk about the guys like leading up to her season started. So I just thought that would be better to push it back then than to do it now when like none of us are talking about it and none of us really care. I feel like the week of or the week before we'll really care about Katie's men and they'll talk about the trailer and things like that. But I just didn't think that it would be, an interesting batch chat considering the time. So, if Chris Harrison does something crazy or who knows, if something messy happens in Bachelor Nation, we'll have another batch chat. But until then, I don't foresee myself doing anything else concerning Bachelor Nation until around June. Oh, thank you, Denard. Hey, basically, Brittany. Hey, Ryan Browns. Oh, no, I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. That's my mom's favorite show, though. My mom's favorite show. Because it's late, we're not going to do a come on in the room. I'm lying. We're going to do come on in the room, but we're going to do a little quiet because it's late. I mean, it's not late for me, but still, we're going to do a little, what do you call it? ASMR version. We'll see. Oh, listen. Love by you. I wish we were doing Paradise right now. But it is what it is. Anyway, we'll do a little, I hope this is ASMR, but who knows? Let's give it a shot. Come on in the room. It's a little sexy. Come on in the room. We got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about, so won't you come on in the room? A little something. Anyway, they could have kept Untucked. It wasn't that great. Like, this is what I think about Untucked. We don't need to have one after every episode of RuPaul's Drag Race because I just don't think it's always necessary because like Untucked back in the day was like sometimes better than the episode. They were never boring. Ever since like season 4, the Untucks have not been like monumental like they needed to be. So I just don't think that unless you're like giving us something where we're going to talk about it more than we talk about the episode like we did back in the day with RuPaul's Drag Race, then we don't need an Untuck. That's my opinion. And Simply Simone said that ain't ASMR without with them loud bells. Well, you know what? Let's just stick to what we know. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, we got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? Whoever gave me this tambourine, why did you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah, wake them babies up. We got so much to talk about. So won't you come on in the room? That's for Denard. Oh, yeah, it is. It is, guys. It's such a testimony because y'all know the hair was falling out during COVID. I didn't have it, but I was really, really stressed out during this pandemic. So the hair is finally growing. Thanks be to the Lord. Thanks be to the Lord. The hair is finally growing. Love by you said, not the speakeasy voice. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let me, child, people have been sending me all kinds of tea about Jen Shah, but I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm just like, it's a lot of stuff coming out about that woman, and I'm just like, you know what? Because I feel like the more times I talk about her, I feel like this channel will start to grow into like one of those like YouTube gossip or like tea channels. That ain't me. So, I mean, I have a lot of Jen Shah tea, but it's just like somebody else can break that. Ain't my place, ain't my business. But people are like sending it to me after that one video, and I'm just like, y'all can send it to somebody else. Somebody else who's comfortable with doing that. Sorry, family, I had to get my notes. Oh, hey, Shannon Van. Shannon Van said, I'm up. Oh, Denard, yeah, if I knew Funky, I would probably give it to Funky, but I'm just like, nah, I'm not the one. I am not the one. Somebody else could do that, not me. Anyway, let's get into this really quickly. So for whoever watched, we could actually talk about it. Where's my thing? Child, the late night lives got me all over the place. Hey, family, if you're just here for the review, beloveds, it starts right now. All righty, let's get into it. Y'all done told me my hair was growing and now I can't stop touching it. This episode was called Henny, I Shrunk the Kids. This was an acting challenge. And you know, the acting challenge, like the Snatch Game, is the make or break, right? The great queens rise to the top. And sometimes the queens who are not as strong, I won't say the lesser queens, but the queens who are not as strong kind of float to the bottom. However, this, did a number on some of the strong queens, one of them being Simone, because Simone really wanted the part that she thought that she would thrive in. And Kandy Muse wanted that same part as well. Here's what I will say, and I say this about all of these shows that have these kind of challenges. Oh, is Project Runway coming back? I hope it does. That was my show. Anyway, stop challenging yourselves when it gets to the end. Do all of that in the beginning. When it's like at the final four, this is not the time to challenge yourself. The judges know who you are. They know what you can give. Do not challenge yourself because you end up in a situation where you either sink or swim. And unfortunately, Kandy sank because she went out for this part because she felt like it was something that she could, shine in, but it was also challenging for her. And Simone was trying to do the same thing. So Simone and Kandy Muse wanted the same part. It ended up going to Kandy because Simone let it go. This is the only thing I will say about that with Simone. I was just like, you should not have given up that easily. I'm glad that you did because it worked out in your favor. But still, it was just like, when we get down to the wire, when we're pushing towards the final four and we're getting to the grand finale, this is not the time to play nice and be easy and say, oh, if she wants it more, she can have it, and pull back. You don't pull back at around this time. This is when you give it all. I wanted Simone to stay in the fight because I feel like because she did not stay in the fight, she stayed in her head this entire episode and almost could have went home because the way they were editing this show was looking like Simone was going home. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Simone would have went home, there would not be no live tonight. I would have been too distraught. But this is a TV show, and I kind of understand how TV works, and I don't think that RuPaul would have cut one of her, let's be honest, greatest queens with the most wins thus far this season. I don't think she would have done that, but still, I was getting a little nervous the way they were editing the show. Anyway, that role ended up going to Kandy Muse, and Simone remained in her head the entire time. And this is, I do want to talk about this one thing that she kept on breaking down about, especially in the workroom. She was talking about her house that she is. Did she say she was the mother of this house? This house that she has out here in LA, and she was saying that she wanted to do well for them because so many people are rooting for her, and she just didn't want to let anybody down. And to that I say, no shade, but F those people, right? You came here for you. There are far too many people who are carrying crosses that are not for them. You know what I mean? Bearing burdens that are not for them, taking on things that are not for you. Like, you're picking up crosses, you're taking on people's burdens. You are, putting yourself out there. We're saying, I got to do this for everybody else. It's okay to be selfish and do some things for you, because I feel like because Simone put so much pressure on herself from everybody that is rooting for her, she was able to remain in a place that kept her stunned during this challenge, because she was thinking about them the whole time, and she wasn't thinking about her win and her making it, because we as a society make people feel bad for being selfish. But sometimes you have to be, right? Sometimes you have to make it about you so that you can get past that finish line and then be able to pull somebody over. But if you're still trying to make it, if you're still going after it and you're thinking about everybody else, you'll have these moments where you break down and you're completely undone because you feel like a failure because you have not done it for everybody else. But what you need to do is take everybody else off your back and go after your dream. And I feel like because she was thinking about everybody else and, already in her mind disappointing them, she couldn't really show up this episode, unfortunately. And we've seen her show up. We know that she can do it. But because she was thinking about everybody else and making this challenge right before you get to the final four, I don't know why this happens, but this happens to so many queens, especially so many great queens. Right before the final four, they get in their head. They get in their head and they take themselves out of the challenge. It needs to be studied because it only happens on Drag Race. It's always the strongest queen. You know that they're going to either make it to the final four or win this damn thing. And then when it gets to this challenge before the final four, these queens just fall apart. So I was hurt for Simone, but I expected it. She's the strongest queen this season. And I was just like, we're going to get a meltdown from Simone. We're going to get Simone who's going to get in her head and not feel like she can actually do it. This happens every time with every strong queen. I don't know why. I've never seen a strong queen on this show be confident going into the final four. And I'm baffled by that because it happens every time. It's just like, why are you, of all people, nervous about the final four? You have slayed every time. Yes, you've been in the bottom twice. It's a TV show. You need to be. They got to humble you at some point. You can't win everything and they can't give the show away. But why, when you get here, it's like you get in your head and you almost take yourself out of the competition. Thankfully, all of these strong queens already have a good record. So I don't see RuPaul getting rid of them, but it's still like, dang, every time. I knew this was going to happen. I knew they weren't going to cut her because it's a TV show, let's be real. But I knew this was going to happen because it happens every season. If you go back and look, every season, that strong queen that you know you're going to win right before we get to the final four is just like, I don't know. I'm not myself. I just don't feel it. I think I should go home every time. I don't know. I don't know if it's planned or if it's scripted. I don't know. But if you go back and watch, it happens to every strong queen. Unfortunately for Simone, the fact that she was phoning it in and not fully present did not work against her, because what she was able to do really not saved her, but kept her safe throughout this episode. The Maxi Challenge is Henny, I Shrunk the Kids, like I said before, which is an acting challenge. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It wasn't the best challenge we've had, right? I still feel like the social media Rusical was the best challenge that we've had this episode. The Snatch Game was brutal. I don't know what the hell Utica was smoking. Like, when she ate that paint, I was just like, So you're going to get, you're going to like poison yourself to win a challenge. Like she did all of these stunts that did not work. The whole thing with the it's inappropriate for me to wear Afro hair when Bob Ross had an Afro. Listen, I'm so disappointed in Utica. I can't even talk about it. But out of all of those other challenges, I think the social media one was the best. This one, Henny, I Shrunk the Kids, they could have kept it. They could have kept it. I don't think it was that great to at least be right here. Maybe the social media musical should have been right here, but this acting challenge was just to me not the strongest, and it went on a bit too long. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, we still here. Oh, we got another scene to go. Wow. Like it just went on a bit too long. And honestly, I think it going on too long worked against the show. Here is why. The longer this challenge went on, right, the better some of the queens were looking. So I'm just like, you guys should have cut it at the part where the queens that were going to be in the bottom two were struggling. You kept it going. So even the ones that were struggling did good. So by the end, it was just like, you know, I know two people have to, like one or two people have to go, but who you're going to pick? Because at the end of the day, they all did a pretty good job. So I was just like, you should have cut it in the beginning when we saw, you know, them struggling and you guys, you know, giving us the, you should have known that was coming. You know what I mean? When you were giving us all of that, that's when you should have cut it. But you kept it going on for so long. It was just like, oh, well, everybody's doing really great. Maybe you should have edited this out before we got to this point. So anyway, everybody, in my opinion, does really good on this acting challenge. Gottmik. Man, Gottmik is a dark horse. Like, who would have thought? When we first met Gottmik, I was just like, you have no idea who you are. I felt like she was getting lost in the identity of this clique with Tina Burner and Kandy Muse. I just felt like she was trying to be like them and trying to be this sassy girl from New York. And it just wasn't working for me, right? I just didn't get that from her, but she has pulled away from the pack. And my God, today she is rising to the challenge. Gottmik is really, really good. Who would have saw it coming? Unfortunately, I think Gottmik got better after Tina Burner got eliminated. That's just my opinion. We could talk about it at the end, but I think that she got better when Tina left. So maybe Tina was that powerful personality where, you know, she felt like she couldn't really blossom outside of being Tina Burner's friend. But girl, you got it. You killed that snatch game. Who would have thought? I went into that watching that snatch game thinking Utica was going to do it. Even after that Bob Ross squirrel wig, I was just like, this is a bad choice. But Utica is I'm an improviser. I'm really good at what I do. I always steal the show. I will say in her defense, she didn't say that, she always killed it. She said she stole the show, but she didn't say that the audience always gave her a standing ovation. So I just was not expecting Gottmik to kill like she did, especially when there was Utica and there was Tina Burner, who is a hugely popular comedy queen in New York City. I would have never thought Gottmik, but she is rising to the occasion. Let's get into this runway. Pockets. Okay. I just feel like a lot of stuff like this runway and this challenge, I just didn't think that it should have been the runway and challenge before we get to be the decider for the final four. I would have wanted something stronger. But anyway, the runway is a pocket. Simone. It was cute and on the nose. I did not like the hair. I was not a fan of that hair because I was just like, it was giving me a shake and go wig, right? I felt like she took it out the pack and shook it and just threw it on her hair and walked down the runway. But then when she said that this was an ode to Paramore, I was like, oh, I honestly get it. I honestly get it. I got the whole thing. It was very on the nose. I liked it after I got the Paramore reference. So that's kind of a problem, because I'm just like, without you throwing Paramore in there, I was just like, what? And the Braveheart is going on. But Paramore, okay, I got it. On the nose, Olivia Lux. My notes right here is Nia Long is stunning. She's stunning. Like Olivia Lux never looks hideous unless somebody else does her makeup. That twin challenge, God bless her. Rosé, I like Rose. I think Rose is a true talent. Rose has a great personality, and Rose is going to kill it in Vegas when she joins RuPaul's show residency in Vegas. Because I just think that's what she's going to do. I don't think that Ru is going to put Rose on the road, maybe for a bit, but I think Rose is eventually going to end up in Vegas because Rose is a star. Unfortunately, the runways have not been doing it for me, and I feel so bad. I really, really do. Where are the pictures? I did take pictures of. Whew, I love Simone, but I got Paramore though, but I was just like, shake and go, real shake and go. Let's get to Olivia. Just hold on, I got a better picture of Olivia. Like, oh wait, that's a little blurry. Do I have another? Is this one good? Let's see. It's blurry too. Damn it. It's a little blurry, but isn't she stunning? Just gorgeous. Nia Long. Rose. Hey. Let me see. I love Rose. Rose is a great talent. Really, really is. But I got to be honest with you guys. This look was giving me Diane Keaton with a dash of Barbarella dipped in meth. The looks are not where they need to be for somebody who is this talented. I just need for them to be better. Not only for somebody who is this talented, somebody who has all this hype. I just need the looks to be a bit better. Kandy Muse, my God, today, Kandy Muse was giving me, if Chucky and a voodoo doll had a baby. What was that? I was like, Kandy, this is the last challenge before the final four. What was that? The wig wasn't blocked properly. Kandy has a problem with painting herself orange. I think she thinks that she's painting herself like a little tan color, but she paints herself orange a lot. This look was demonic. This was demonic. What was this? It was absolutely evil. When she walked out the runway, I said, what in a voodoo doll is going on? Kandy, I'm sorry. I expected more from you. I expected more from you at this point in the game. This was not okay. This was not okay. Did you think that you were safe? That's why you could do that? That wasn't good. That wasn't good. I didn't. After Gottmik gave us that safety pin with the bedazzled ball sack look, I just wanted more. This look was okay, right? This look was okay, right? It was cute. It was okay. I'm here for it. I don't know. I just wanted something else from Gottmik, something a little bit more abstract, something. I think I would have went up for Gottmik if Gottmik pulled a Simone with what Simone did. I was kind of expecting something like that because you can't give us this safety pin look with the bedazzled ball sack and then walk down the runway in this. She looked stunning. You know what I mean? She looked like Beyonce's evil twin. You know what I mean? She looked stunning. But that's the thing with Gottmik. Gottmik is gorgeous. So Gottmik can get away with a lot of stuff because Gottmik is very slim, has a great jawline. So it's very easy to paint her face, and she's very, she has a great body. So it's not very difficult, right, to dress her well. But she has shown that she can go above and beyond that. And I just wanted more, but I will say she can beat a face. Oh my God, look at this. Just Gottmik is talented, so talented, absolutely deserves to be in the final four. Out of this entire runway, for me, I think the best look was Simone. And I didn't really go up for that. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay, Paramore. Okay. But I felt like that was the best out of it. And I don't know. Guys, I was kind of disappointed. Overall, like even Ru, I love you, but what the hell is this? what the hell was this? I don't know. Did the government shut down during this? Did they shut Kylie down during this time? Because I just don't think that anybody rose to the occasion. I really, really don't. Just the looks were, I don't know. I'm like, this is the last challenge before the grand finale. I would have thought we would have like went big or went home, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So I was a little disappointed in this runway and challenge, but we're here. You know, it happened. Let's get to the judging. I was not expecting for the queens to go after Olivia the way they did, especially Rose and Gottmik. I mean, I've been watching all of the Untucks. I didn't know there was a little bit of tension with Olivia, with her, everybody thinking that she's fake or something. Like, I never like picked that up. But when Ru was like, who do you think should go home? Everybody else was struggling to say somebody. And then when it got to Rose was like, oh, absolutely, Olivia. I was like, Rose. Like, Rose didn't even like stutter. It was just like, she's not where the other queens are. She doesn't have a fire. Like, it was a whole list. Rose and Gottmik gave a dissertation on why Olivia needed to go. And then they followed up with questions and notes. Like, it was like, I don't know. I just didn't expect for them to go hard on her the way that they did. So I'm interested to see if there will be a reunion and if we will find out that there was like some issues with Olivia and the group. Because Rose just doesn't give me that person that would just volunteer this information or come for somebody like that. So there has to be something that has happened outside of, you know, this show that we have not seen. Because Simone was like, oh, I don't know, Olivia. I'm so glad she finally said a name, but I hate when the queens do. Oh, I can't say anybody here. My sisters did such a great job, and I know I can't say myself. Oh, please don't do that. That bothers me so much, where it's just like, oh, this is so hard. Just say somebody to your right or to your left. It's not that difficult. Do you want to stay or do you want to go home? We got a super chat from my girl, Pretty Kitty. Thank you, Pretty Kitty. Pretty Kitty said, hey, Queen, just wanted to show my support for you and let you know your videos are always on point, and thank you for being you. Thank you, Pretty Kitty, for making a girl feel special and for joining me so late. Thank you, Pretty Kitty. But I hate that. It's to me, it's the fake humble. It's the fake humble. It's just like, oh my God, I don't know who. Please, do you want that $100 grand at the end? Oh, if they're going to pay you in LA, it's going to get taxed heavily. Do you want that 50 grand in the end? The LA tax is insane. But it is a lot more money than you had before. So do you want that money in the end? Then say somebody and let's move forward. Everybody knows it's not personal. We all here to win. Thank God she finally said her name, but she got on my nerves with that. I don't know. Say something. Anyway, but when it got to Rose and Gottmik, they were just like, definitely Olivia. She's just not where the other queens are. She doesn't have the confidence. She doesn't have the stage presence. She doesn't have the grace. She doesn't have the drag. She is not the one that should be here. It should be everybody else but Olivia. She needs to go home today. They were sick of her. And I was like, what happened? And Olivia was agreeing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What did I miss? Anyway, Rose actually ends up winning this challenge, and I'm not surprised. Rose is extremely talented. I'm just never gagged by her runway. I honestly think that they gave Rose this win because, one, like I said before, Rose is really talented. Rose goes above and beyond for every challenge, and also, if you give this win to Simone, it'll be very obvious that, you know, Simone is quite possibly going to win in the end. And also it would look a little rigged because Simone would not have deserved to win. She definitely deserved to be safe. And out of everybody during this challenge, Rose did the absolute best. I just think that Simone's look was a lot better. So it would have definitely grabbed her the win, but I'm not mad at it going to Rose because Rose shows up to work. She puts in the work. She might not have the best eye for the runway, but she puts in the work. So the people who have to lip sync for their life is Kandy and Nia Long, also known as Olivia, who shopped Who's shocked? Like, after we watched this performance, I think it was pretty obvious to everybody watching who was going home. You know what I mean? I don't think that anybody was really shocked by it. Here is why. Oh, we saw Olivia's family. You know, in Untucked, you know, when we see your family, that is like the kiss of death. Everybody should know this by now. If your family shows up in Untucked, you're going home. So not just that, but also Olivia just did not have as many confessionals, as many scenes, did not have as much as a presence on this show as Kandy. Because if you think about it, just take it out of being a challenge, put it into a TV show. Who do you want to see more of? You know, not in a pageant, not, you know, within the drag race community, on a TV show. Who do you want to see more of? Let's be real. It's Kandy Muse. And if you watch this show and you get to, you know, reading the credits and you have to read the little fine print and read all of them in the little paragraphs that they have at the end, you know that the producers also have a hand in choosing who's going to stay. And they're going to pick the people who give them, you know, scenes, who give them a show. And not saying that Olivia doesn't put on a show, but Kandy will give you a show. Like last episode where she cussed them broads out and she was just like, me and Got Mick had the hardest job here, okay? Because we got different body types and look what we were able to do. That's who you want to keep. Somebody like that who's going to give you a show. So I kind of knew that no matter how hard Olivia went, and she went hard, she did go hard. I kind of knew that she was going to go. If you just look at it as a TV show, you knew who was going to stay. But in my opinion, just to be real with you, that lip sync, Olivia won that. Olivia won that lip sync. I know why I went to Kandy, but Olivia won that lip sync. Kandy, I love you, but we got to tell the truth. And what? Shame the devil. That was Olivia's win. Let's be real here. That was Olivia's win. That was Olivia's win. But if you want to talk about it in TV terms, we understand why Kandy is going to the final four. Let's briefly get into Untucked. It wasn't a lot, but we'll talk about it. Olivia, extremely bothered by the fact that she said that she came on this show to explore. You can explore back home in your neighborhood, right? Let somebody who wants to be here, who wants to win, who actually wants to do this because they love drag, they love the idea of it, they love being a part of this community, they're a fan of this show, they want to be a part of this Drag Race and Drag Race All-Stars family. They want that money at the end. They want to win this competition. I'm glad that you're exploring and having a good time, but this is not drag camp, which would be a great show. It would be a great show. Call me rude, we can put it together. But it's not drag camp, right? It's a competition and you got to fight. You really have to fight. For you to sit up here and say, I'm just here to explore. And I'm okay with that, because all the other queens had a problem with that. She was just like, I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with you not being okay with that. But I'm here to explore. Well, why don't you go back home and explore and let Lala Ree or Tamisha Iman come here and fight to be on this show? Because if you're exploring, why are you wasting everybody's time? Because everybody here is fighting, but you're just exploring. And I'm thinking that's what the other ladies have been seeing, or the other queens have been seeing. And that's why they've been so bothered by Olivia, because that bothered me. That bothered me. Let Tamisha come back. Let Lala Ree come back. Let Utica come back. And let them actually fight to be on this show while you go back home and explore. Because she knew that there was a problem with her saying that. That's why she said to the other queens, I'm okay with you feeling that way. That's the real problem. That's why they got an issue with you. Olivia's family, like I said, what's the kiss of death? What's the kiss of death? We knew, like, as soon as the family came on, I said, oh, okay, well, it was very obvious that you were going home. I will say, just like Olivia, the family's beautiful. They got great genes in that family. Great genes. So Kandy, let's get into Kandy. Doing whatever she needs to do to stay on this show. Don't we love a stunt queen? We love a stunt queen because it worked, baby. It worked. When Kandy was just like, I'm feeling lightheaded. I said, go ahead, girl. See, she's fighting for this, Olivia. This is what you have to do, okay? Kandy was just like, I don't know if I could lip sync for my life. I gotta let my blood pressure come down. Love you, Kandy. Olivia, gets cut, and she's such a sweetheart. The way she leaves is, just sweet and endearing, just like Olivia. But somebody had to go, and it had to be her. I'm glad, no shade. I'm glad that it was Olivia, because I think the final four are queens who wanted this and for it to be here, and they deserve it. Was this your final four? This was my final four outside of one person, because I really thought that Lala Ree was going to make it all the way to the end. I learned, through watching the show as the challenges went on, that our girl didn't have it in her. But I think she's going to kill on All Stars, and I think she'll finally get the crown that she deserves. But this was pretty much my final four. Was this your final four? If so, let's talk about it. If not, let's talk about it. And if you were just here for the review, beloveds, it ends right now. With time to spare, let's chat. Tisha Clark says, was Olivia wearing pockets? No. She looked stunning. It was a beautiful dress, but it was a dress that had pockets. She wasn't wearing pockets, and that was another issue. Thank you so much, K. Pratt, for the super chat. K. Pratt said Kandy was giving everyone in high school when we wanted to get out of PE. When we wanted to get out of PE for the day, because listen, K. Pratt, you were on it. Because I was like, Kandy, girl, stop it. But it worked, so I'm not hating. Vonzel Hood said Olivia did win. She did. She made it on Drag Race. She explored her way on the Drag Race. Oh, God. Ryan Brown said Olivia was very new to drag coming in, wasn't she? Olivia wasn't necessarily new to drag. She was new to being out and comfortable with it, because she said that her grandmother is very religious, and she accepted that she was gay, but she did not accept that she was into drag. So she was never really comfortable with being out and open with it. So maybe that was another apprehension on this show. You know what I mean? Just being very afraid of, her family seeing her like this, knowing that they're not the biggest fans of drag. But to that, I say, you two, and I'm not saying it doesn't matter, right? I really am not, but I'm just saying, at your big age, you just got to live your life. You just have to live your life. You cannot live your life for other people. If you have people in your life who you love, who have a problem with you for being you, it's okay to cut them off. Like, it really, really is. Even if it's your grandmama, it is okay. You do not have to have people in your life who do not fully accept you. This is your life, and that is, your right to only be involved with people who love you, all of you, and for who you are, like, fully, right? But this is the choice that she made, and it is what it is. But when I was hearing her say that, and when she started to cry, I did feel bad for her. But I was just like, how dare somebody say, I can accept this part of you, but not this part of you, and that person has to be okay with it and still remain in a relationship with you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But it seemed like her grandmother came around, because she had her crown on. So, hopefully she is comfortable now with Olivia being a drag queen. And I'm not saying that she needs to be comfortable, or that Olivia needs for her to be comfortable, but I think Olivia wants for her to be comfortable with that. And maybe now that her family is comfortable with her being a drag queen, we'll see the real Olivia Lux. Maybe on All Stars with Lala Ree. Who knows? But yeah, Kandy, I said, girl, who you playing with? I see it, but I'm not hating. Hey, Ordered Steps said, I don't watch the show. I was just excited to be here and catch the live. Love you, NikkiStar and Star Fam. Love you too, Ordered Steps. Thank you so much. Bianca Copo said, I learned that recently. Yeah, we all get that wake-up call, and we all learned that lesson. Sometimes we learn it the hard way, but listen, We gotta do what we gotta do for us. Night Ordered Steps, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, I miss Lala Ree. Lala Ree was so much joy. Okay, Pratt said I'm rooting for Rose as runner-up. I think that's going to happen. I think Simone is going to be the winner if she does not get in her head. And I think it's going to be Rose as the runner-up. Yes. Shannon Van said, I heard the circus music when Kandy came out. I can't believe Kandy. You know what, Gottmik? You and Kandy supposed to be besties. Gottmik, you playing the damn game. Because if you and Kandy supposed to be sisters, why you let your sister walk out the runway like that? That was a terrible look. A terrible look. Gottmik was like, I'm in this game too. Gottmik look at Kandy and was just like, but she ain't say nothing. She ain't say nothing. Kandy looked a plumb fool. And she knew it. She admitted it on the runway. I don't know why she walked down with that. Maybe she didn't have anything for this challenge. I don't know. This challenge was a weird one. It was just weird energy all around. I don't know if somebody on that set got COVID and they had to shut down filming, and then this episode was just like, them getting back. It just seemed a little discombobulated, this episode. And it was very weird because it's the one that decides who the final four is going to be, but it just seemed all over the place. Tisha Clark said, at first I thought Simone was an ink pen. The wig confused me. I knew she was a pocket zipper like right away. I just didn't understand what kind. Because it was the way the zipper was. And I was just like, where is the zipper located on the pocket? But I got who she was. I just didn't get the hair. Then she said Paramore. I saw Paramore. Still, the hair. It's just, Not saying I didn't like the color of the hair. I love the color of the hair. The style. It looked very shake and go. Very shake and go. Oh, Shannon Van said, I think the top two will be Gottmik and Simone. Really? Really? I don't know. I think Rose got something up her sleeve. I think it's going to be Rose and Simone. I love how we all know Simone going to be at the end. Oh my gosh. Night, guys. Oh yeah, I think Kandy is getting the boot before. I think she's going to get the boot, and then we're going to get to the final three, and then we're going to get to Simone. Do you guys know if we're going to have a live in-person reunion? Because I ain't hear nothing about it. Y'all know I go to that reunion. Not the reunion. That y'all know I go to the grand finale every year. But I ain't heard nothing about it. So I don't think we're going to have it. I mean, it would be too late to have it now, being as though LA is opening up. I don't know why, Cali is opening up. Everybody's not fully vaccinated, but we have incompetent leadership. So, I mean, they probably could do it now, but I think it's already filmed. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm interested to see. Shannon Van said, Rue has some amends to make in the trans community, so I think that is the part of the reason for Mick. I will say this, Shannon Van. I think that Gottmik absolutely was brought on to mend fences with Rue and the trans community, right? But I think that Gottmik got here by being Gottmik. I think Gottmik is just a phenomenal drag queen. There's only one win that Gottmik has that I challenge, and that is the design one, where they had to make like garments out of the unconventional design challenge, the unconventional items design challenge. I absolutely thought that should have been Utica's win. Utica turned that sleeping bag into a fabulous kimono coat, and Gottmik wore some fanny packs. That's the only one that I challenged, but I think that Gottmik is an absolutely like phenomenal drag queen, and she deserves to be there. Like, I do agree that she was brought on to mend fences, but what a way to mend fences. What a way. She killed. She killed. She killed. Ooh! Shannon Dan said, all I know is that the finale isn't until the 23rd. So that may mean we may have a live finale. Maybe not a lot of people, but we may have a live finale because they still have time to film it and edit it and put it up. Yeah, I get you, Shan. Wow. Hey, Jose. We're just talking about the finale of Drag Race. Wow, that is very interesting. Oh, Shan said, imagine if Lala had mixed money. Imagine that. See, that's why I think she's going to be on All Stars. I think there are 3 people I know for sure. Maybe not this round of All Stars, but I think next round is going to be Tamisha Iman, Gottmik, and Olivia Lux. And I think the difference with them from this season to All Stars will be money. Because once them broads have the money to get the wigs and to get the nice brushes, to get the nice garments, and to be at that status where people will want to work with them for free and send them stuff. Once they get that in the bag, unstoppable queens. Yeah, Tisha, it was underwhelming. Wait, Shannon Van, what did Tamisha say? And I follow her on Instagram. What did Tamisha Iman say? Erica Marie, don't worry. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube is doing me like this. I don't know why, but don't worry about it. Shan, what did Tamisha say? Let a girl know. Oh no, I followed Tamisha, so I didn't hear anything. I did not hear anything about Tamisha. And you know what, Tisha, this episode was very underwhelming because nobody is talking about this episode on Twitter. And I normally go to Twitter right after this show. It's not even really trending. Everybody was really much underwhelmed by this. Oh, wow. Another thing, I don't think that Utica should have been in the bottom for that beast. Her beast outfit was the best. It was the best, but I go up for Utica. A lot of people don't, but I love me some Utica. Yeah, there's a lot of the tweets that I'm seeing are all from Drag Race, from the show. I'm not seeing a lot of people. I'm not seeing a lot of people talking about it. Nope. A lot of people are disappointed that Kandy's in the Final 4. It's every time I do this, I think of somebody who wrote me that they have a problem with that. Stay mad. Kate Pratt said to me, she said that the show was fake. We already know this. She did commentary, essentially. Shannon Van said she did commentary, essentially bashing the whole production. Tamisha, we want you on All Stars. What's going on? K-Press said Tamisha also said that when her contract is up, she will speak her truth. Tamisha, what? Jose said, can we talk about how Michelle Visage is looking better than ever? Absolutely. Jose, do you know if she made this decision to put this big gray patch in this silver gray patch in the front of her head, or if that's it doesn't look natural to me, but was she going gray and just decided to do that? I like Michelle Visage with the jet black hair all the way through. I don't like this gray. She does look great, but I don't like the gray. I do not like that huge gray Cruella de Vil strip. Doesn't work for me. Oh, Tisha Clark said, I liked Utica until that roast. She was bad because it wasn't a roast. Utica was just mean. She was just putting out insults, and it didn't land. It didn't land. Erica Marie Lee Pagan says, sorry to say, Utica slayed the Beast challenge and Simone just waltzed in as a furry. She was giving furry. Utica killed the Beast look. She killed that Beast look. Oh, thank you, Shan. Shan DM'd me. Hey, Monique, what's up from Jamaica? That was not a Jamaican accent. I don't know why my voice got high like that. Let me see. Let me go to Shan. Oh, God. Oh, God, Shan. Tamisha, I'm so disappointed. She said, this is what Tamisha said, no disrespect to the fans. I am so grateful for you guys, the support and all of that. Baby, soon as this contract is up, I can voice my opinion about a lot of the stuff that I've seen. I mean, the contract could be up at 12:01, 12:02. I'm coming live. What? Well, what happened? She threatens to expose the effery. She explains why she hasn't shared her runway looks. She said, to be honest, I don't post these looks because I'm pissed with the way a lot of the stuff has went from the show. Once you look at this particular season and you see a lot of effery that slides and that goes on, it pisses you off. What? When production asked to see everybody's stuff prior to actually competing and taking pictures, I thought that was so horrible. To me, that set up the narrative of how the show was going to go. I don't have a problem with the way the judges are favoring Kandy. Do know we all are seeing the exact same thing. None of this is Kandy's fault. None of this is the contestants' fault that are being favored. That last confession that we did, it revealed that I had an ostomy bag. That did not take place during the show. That took place completely when she was eliminated from the show. Thank you, Shan, for that. I like Tamisha. Even after all of that, I still... Oh, it's 8:30 where you're at. Hey, Jose. Jose is like, you're my breakfast buddy. Oh, God, look how greasy I am. It is so hot here, guys. It is 11:30 and it's burning up here in LA. Tamisha, I love you. Yes, smash that like button. Tamisha, I love you, but we gotta be real. You came on, this was not a pageant, right? You came on a TV show. They cannot have you do anything to surprise them, right? They have to know what you're going to do every episode because they'll be responsible if you do something that gets them, censored or has commercials pull out from the show. So I'm not surprised that all the producers asked to look at your looks. What you also have to realize is that with a TV show, they have to craft a storyline. They can't, this is not the real world, right? They don't put up a camera and just let you go. There's a storyline for each episode. So yes, some things will be filmed out of sequence. It's a TV show. I don't know why you expected it. I can say that I'll give you this. You've never been on a TV show before, right? So you probably don't know how these things work. So this is probably new to you. I think what she's calling fake is just how the show was set up. Maybe some scenes had to be refilmed. Maybe, some stuff was edited together to make the story complete. That's TV. That's reality TV. This is not a documentary about a drag competition. This is a reality TV show that is pure entertainment, and that is it. So I can understand why she would think the show was fake if she doesn't know how TV shows go. But I think what she's saying is fake about the TV show is just what goes into making a reality TV show. I don't think it's anything sinister. And that's just my opinion. I could be totally off, but I think she's watching the show and she's just like, oh no, that person didn't say that about this at this moment. Okay, well, they're crafting a storyline, so they have to look like they said this at this moment because they're flashing back to that and referencing that within this episode because that is the theme of this episode. That's what I think is happening. Phil, you think Mick is going to win? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think she's winning. But I think that Got Mick will be in the final 3. Oh, thank you, Erica. I watch that panel from time to time. When I get over here, I'm actually going to watch Maddie. Thank you so much. Tisha Clark said, we can see that Kandy is being favored. I guess you could call it favorite. I'm telling you, Kandy is good TV. That's why she's being favored. If Tamisha Iman was giving it like Kandy, she would be here outside of Kandy. Yeah, and I thought I was going to see Tamisha on All Stars. Not now. Not now. I hope somebody gets to her before she messes up her relationship with Ru. She would have killed on All Stars. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, God, I didn't see what Billy said. Thank God. Jose said the show put her in a good light, so it's strange that she's mad. Maybe there's something more. She still has the reunion to do that. That will be interesting to watch because production is mad now, probably. Also, Phil Good thinks that Kandy Got Mick is going to win. That'll be interesting if she wins. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad at it. But I think this is Simone's to win. I like Got Mick. I like Rose. I think this is Kandy's win. I mean, Simone's win. Absolutely. Erica Marie said, I'm from the Bronx and I was waiting to welcome Kandy home after that lackluster performance. Yeah, the only reason why she stayed is because she's good TV. Olivia won that lip sync. And looks alone, she won that lip sync. But, Kandy's good TV. It's a TV show, guys. It's a TV show. It's not your local drag pageant. It's a TV show on VH1, and they have to give us drama. They have to give us interesting characters. And, unfortunately, Tamisha, you're looking at it at home, and you're thinking that the show should go the way it was when you were there, right? With how every day, as you experienced it, you should see that. That's not TV. They only give us the good, interesting, fun stuff or the sad stuff. They're not going to give us every waking moment. This isn't Big Brother. This is Drag Race. Oh, yeah. Got Mick got the fashion and Got Mick got the face. Like, she can beat her face and she does great looks. But Simone, overall, this is her win. Oh, Lala Ree is definitely winning Miss Congeniality. Who else could you give it to? Lala Ree was the narrator up until she left. She was the narrator this season up until she left. So are we going to have a reunion too? Since the finale is what, the 23rd? Maybe the reunion will be in between. Let me look at my calendar. Maybe the reunion will be in between. Hold on. Oh, we're at the 2nd. So I don't know. The grand finale is the 9th. Oh, yeah. The reunion will probably be the 16th. And then the season, and then the grand finale on the 23rd. So we'll see. We will see. Because I think that if they're going to do it like how they always do it, I think the reunion is going to be filmed after the grand finale. That's what I think is going to happen. Oh yeah, Gigi Good. I was surprised but not shocked that Gigi Good is from Simone's house. I was like, oh, I could absolutely see that. You know what RuPaul needs to do? RuPaul needs to do a Drag Race house edition where you pick like 2 drag queens from each house. Like, I would love to see the House of Davenport. I would love to see Simone's house. who Tamisha, if she doesn't mess it up. I would love to see houses compete. I would love to see that. Shannon Van said, longest damn season ever. I'm telling you guys, I actually was not going to do this because I thought the season was over. When I looked at it, I was like, oh, there's more episodes. The show is still on. I was actually just going to binge it and watch it, and catch up on it and, finish off the season. And I was just like, oh, it ain't over. We got 3 more episodes. We're going to finish out the month of April with Drag Race. And when did we start with Drag Race? I'm like freaking December. This is the show that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it. It's just not going to end. Not going to end. Are you going to, Tisha Clark said, are you going to watch Down Under in Espana? What's that? What's that? I don't know what that is. Gigi Good and her mama snuck in with Simone. Erica Marie Lee Pagan said, please copyright that idea, sis. Why? Because they steal everything. The only reason why I don't mind giving is just because I just don't have the resources to do it. So I would love to see it. When I'm in that position, trust me, I have a lot of ideas. When I'm in that position, I'm ready to go. Disney, let's talk. Let's talk. I'll be your Issa Rae. It did, Tisha. Tisha said it took forever to start sending queens home. I did think this episode, I was just like, are we going to get a Shantae? You both stay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jose, Untucked just hasn't been hitting for a while. Oh, Spain Drag Race. This is the thing, right? Let me finish off with Jose. Untucked just hasn't been hitting it in a while. And I had previously said when I started this, they can keep Untucked sometimes. If it's not giving, you don't have to show it. But I think because they've sold the show and Untucked this season, that they have to commit to all of those episodes. But a lot of these Untucks, it was just like, okay. And we're used to Untucked being better than the episode. That's what, them season 4 Untucks, please. I don't need a sugar daddy because I am what? Sickening. Look at you, Estranja. Why are you attacking me? Mimi, I'm first. Her crazy self. Whew. Oh my goodness. The best one was, what is it, Willem? Your tone is very pointed. Oh, Untucked back in the day was so good. So good. Now, I don't know. They're just not given what they used to give. So they can always keep Untucked. But Erica, I didn't know about these other drag races. This is my issue with all of these shows that have international spinoffs. Why in the hell don't you at least have a place where we can watch all of them? I don't know why you can only watch Spain Drag Race if you're in Spain. I don't know why you can only watch, Drag Race Australia if you're in Australia. Wouldn't you want to make it global? Wouldn't you want to have a global audience? It just doesn't make sense to me that I actually have to live in the country to watch the show, especially in 2021 in this day and age of streaming services and DVR. If you don't want to put it on the network, just put it on DVR so we can just binge it all the way through. I just don't understand how I have to go to a streaming service, a new streaming service that you just created to watch these shows, and then you don't even have the full season, or I'll just never see it. It's so stupid to me. I'm like, well, you want to make your audience even broader? Because a lot of the time, these international shows are giving it better than the US shows. I do. I watch Married to Mad Billy. I love it. Oh, drag queens are awesome, Billy. I love me a drag queen. Tisha Clark said there's a queen on RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under that does blackface on the regular. See, this is why we need to watch that freaking show. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of Billy, a lot of shows have A lot of networks have on demand, and they have shows that they don't play on their network, but they have shows that you can watch on demand from their network, but just they don't play it on the network. As for the upgrade, said Kandy should have gone home. I agree, and I like Kandy, but I think Olivia won that. Yeah, I'm not getting Wow Presents, right? I'm not like getting, World of Wonder streaming service. I'm not doing that. Put all the freaking shows on the same network. I don't get that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. See, Shannon Van is in Canada, and she said you call you Paul RuPaul's Drag Race UK aired in Canada, and she loved it. She said it was better than this show, the American show, and that's what I've heard from a lot of people. That's what I've heard from a lot of people. I've been following UK Drag Race to like people that I follow on Twitter, but that's about it. That's about it. Like I can't see it anywhere else, and I'm not getting that streaming network. Like for what? For one show? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. They should definitely, they can't put it on Bravo because they have a thing with VH1. But you could put it online. You could put it on the website. Like there's so many ways for us to be able to watch these shows. I do not understand why you only keep these shows based on country. It doesn't, like, especially now, we're sharing so many things globally as a people. We would all be into watching these shows. I don't get it. I do not get it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Billy said, put it on Bravo. Different network, Billy. Yeah, do y'all have Wow Presents? I don't have that. I do not have that. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why get that streaming service for one show? That's money every month for one show. Absolutely not. And I have cable. I just don't get networks making streaming services. I get Netflix making a streaming service. They don't have a network. This is their network, but I will never understand networks having a streaming service. It's just, to me, a money grab and a very unuseful money grab. Tisha Clark said UK was good, but Bimini was robbed. Everybody says that. She was the UK Shangela. Oh gosh. As for the upgrade, said they picked the ones with the better outfits. Yeah, Billy, but certain countries are able to get certain shows. Like Shan is answering it. Shan said, we don't get WeTV here in Canada and can't even buy the episodes on iTunes. Thank you, YouTube. Yeah. I wish YouTube, at least, like, this is another thing. VH1 or Wow Presents could put Drag Race UK on YouTube. Like, what are y'all doing? Bravo just got smart and started putting their Housewives episodes on YouTube. Not all of them, but enough where it was just like, okay, this is a lot better for a lot of people. These networks are so old school, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, Tisha Clark, how was Drag Race Thailand? I heard it was good. I heard the first season was ridiculous. I heard they were beating their faces and doing all kinds of garments that you could like not even fathom. I heard that Drag Race Thailand was sickening. And I was trying to get it, but everywhere, every like site that I went to would like let one episode play and then I would get blocked. Or like I would go back to it and it would be like a symbol from the FBI saying this page has been taken down. So I left that alone. But Drag Race Thailand was my show, okay? Well, I get why you do TV ads, Billy. You got to pay. That's how you pay for the network, is through TV ads. Which is why I thank you all for all of those who watch my ads. Anyway, guys, it's getting late here for me. I want to say thank you for trying this experiment with me. I'll see how this goes throughout the weekend and see if this is something beneficial for the both of us. If it is, I will keep up these late night Drag Race lives every Friday night until this show ends. Lord knows when that will be. So we'll probably keep on doing this through June. Like, who knows? Who knows when this show is going to end? Because Ru might pull a Shantae, you all four stay, and we got another season going on. Thank you so much, Shannon Van. Oh yes, Erica, I love watching Trixie and Katya on Netflix. Queens who like to watch. They're uber talented. I'm not shocked that they got this show. Anyway, thank you guys again. This was, I just threw something up today just to try to see if it worked. And I thank you all for joining me here tonight. I know it's late for a lot of you, and I appreciate you taking out your time to spend your night, your late night or early morning with me. Love you so much, family. Get your rest, or Jose, finish your breakfast, and I'll see you soon for something else. To those who celebrate, happy Easter. Happy Easter. Happy, what else is it called? Resurrection Sunday. Lord, I got to get back in church. Anyway, love you guys. See you soon. Bye. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Resurrection Sunday, I don't know if I'm going to do a 90 Day Fiance live. I got to see how the day plays out. I'm not religious as I used to be, but that's a holy day. Holy day for this family. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. Keep on checking out my Instagram, which is NikkiNicoleStar. And that's where I post all of, that's where I post my schedule on what I'm going to be doing the day before, the day of. So see you there. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye. Let me get some rest. I love this thing. Love it. Night. We love you.